Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, grasshoppers. Let's see what we've got over here for the quick plug for the YouTube playlist. And we will get into the mix here before they get away. How is he escaping this? It's not easy. Queen, knight, yuck. Can he make a run for it? And he still has the problem of the mate going right here. That's resourceful. He's got queen c2, queen b1. And he actually might even have a mating net. That would be very cool if he has a mating net. This is only his second game against Pillsbury. Uh-oh. Check. And e6. Will it be a draw? That is the question. Or does he go with... There's plenty of time to figure it out. And then e6. There's still the automatic draw with the perpetual on e1 and h4. Well, let's come back to that one, as we need to get back to page 1. People are already berserking. Lion Baruto, huh? So I decided to switch back to arenas, as in the days of my peak ratings, I was able to recover a lot better and faster with more choices of games. I noticed that slowly, over time, in the Swiss events, they're not long enough. And because I like to play all viewers, 1 or 2 setbacks leads to a loss for the day, and incremental losses for the day, and with my rating going down over long periods of time, or up, depending on whatever, but 1 small setback is huge. We could check our opening book to see what we need to play. Let's do that real quickly in the opening explorer. As white, I need 1 more d4, 7 more e4s, but I'm not going to really be playing those unless I absolutely have to. We're playing f4, b3, yuck, g4 6 times, aye. Let's go back to that and see what we need as white. As black against e4. We're at an even 450. I could use more Frenches to get them up to 500. That seems like the easiest because I believe that against d4 I can also play e6. Oh, we seem to get 120 on the E6 scale as well. We also have G6 against D4 probably. That may also work. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And now hopefully when I hover over the games, I don't get what I want to see. That's unfortunate. So I might be able to put several games up on the left-hand side. That could work. As long as I'm not logged in as myself. If I'm not logged in as myself, that could work. Can't believe that Charles Numero Uno is still alive after that mating net that looked almost insurmountable. Somehow I made it back to page 1? No. Reload. Someone must have lost for real. And now I'm back to page 2. And I missed a few guys, obviously. Now, I don't necessarily know how the arenas pair, but we have a long ways to go. But let's just observe this game between Ali Reza and Robert F.P. for the moment. Maybe, just maybe, we can be in more than one window at a time. I'm gonna have to look into this. So we can watch games on one window and play in the other. We're up to 18 at least. The fixed amount of time is a lot more amenable to many, knowing exactly how long they're going to be playing. The number of games can increase from 7 to 9. Oh, we can watch the game in that fashion. All right, well, at least we have a game. We're going to increase the number of our Frenches by at least 17. Let us see. Maybe bishop d6 was a better move. That's unusual. And now for something completely indifferent. Let's see what we got. We'll sacrifice a pawn. No, huh? We're not sacrificing a pawn? Can I? Do I? Will I? Should I? Yeah, why not? Just to prevent any funny business with knight e4. Where might he go? This could present a problem. We'll hope that it does. Are we getting enough? Bishop to g5, pawn takes knight. That doesn't stop. I have lost my queen to knight takes f6 when I was younger. That is always awkward. I didn't want to lose my queen to knight takes f6 check, that much is true. Keeping up the pressure. Attacking the pinned piece again. That one is one for the books. Could have taken on f2 with check. Silly me. Very, very silly me. Might get one piece back now. Well, he chose not to get one piece back. Knowing how the opponent's pieces move is a very important part of chess.
Now Ernst said, "Hello there."
Good morning, no words. Yeah. It is tricky. Rook to e2 could also try to break the pin. Alright, and we're off. Oh, let's turn down the music a little bit if I can find the music in the background. There we go.
Now Ernst said, predicting your opponent's move is 2.
Yes, the Daniel Negreanu of chess. Uh-oh, I could lose in an arena. I don't know if I need another knight f3. I think I'm in trouble on knight f3 now. I think I have an odd number. Robert FP is no slouch. Kneel before Zod. So e6. How do I wish to handle this? Okay. Got an interesting game going now. Oh, he has not seen my video on taking free material. Yes. Can we apply the pressure that we need to? That's a little bit of a bother. Oh, that's interesting. I don't really want to lose that, nor do I want to allow that. You need internet. Alexa, turn on TV. It's going to take a minute, Bobby. It is going... Let's just continue to attack. Let's just continue to attack the pinned piece. As much as I should have probably locked down on it. Not entirely sure how much. I think I got impatient. Bring it here. Takes.
Giovanni dressed up as Deadpool.
Did he really? You never saw that coming, right? Alexa, stop. Here. You just needed to hit the back button to refresh. It helps. This is a fork. Alright, well, at least we finally might have scored a pizza. Let's go to this direction. I was afraid he would do that. Sorry, Robert. Very sorry.
Dragon Burst said, "Hi John, see that we are playing an arena instead of an Swiss tournament."
Yeah, I decided that the lengthy time control combined with the Swiss kept a number of people, I feel, from joining. There were like 5 reasons. Let's see if I can remember all of them. Basically, there's a fixed time frame for the tournament, rather than people not knowing if they start the tournament, if they'll be able to finish the tournament. Because with the Swiss system and waiting time, you never know how long it's going to take for the next round to be paired. And so, therefore, many people can't enter. Many people can't enter a Swiss after the halfway mark. That's number 2. When you lose a game, that is a significant upset for some people. Not just myself. It's almost impossible to recover those rating points in the same session, so you're down for the day effectively unless you play elsewhere. Knight f3, c5.
Dragon Burst said, "Seems like a good choice, really. Also nice that everyone can join in at any time."
And everyone can join in at any time, indeed. Let's just stop the bishop from going to its ever so natural square here in the London. I'm going to play it like an advanced variation. I'm sorry, an exchange variation. There are only 2 moves here, really. Knight on b to d2 and castles. Dragon Burst. Can we do it this way? Or are we going to lose a pizza? We can just continue to develop. We were going back here to get rid of their good bishop anyway. So in the previous anti-exchange variation, we had bishop f5 as a choice. Polgar, good morning. How are you? Everyone check out the amazing power of Chess Informant and the Chess Informant Learning Stream playlists is the last link in that blurb. Check out the French Bishop Chess Cast. We're way overdue for another one. All of the links are here. Alrighty. Just trying to attack some weaknesses.
Dragonburst said, when will there be another French Bishop Simmel? Saw you did one or 2 weeks back.
Oh no, do I not get this? But can we? Can we just play it this way? And now for something completely irrelevant. We do have an isolated pawn. That much is true. What might he do? Oh, is that the case? Am I in that much trouble? I could be in that much trouble. Yeah, there's no way to defend that, is there? Well, there is a way, but it's just not a great way. Unfortunately, you get rewarded for resigning in these positions. Knight e4 giving up a pawn was probably best.
Hoberg said, good, just finished my stream and my lunch, also won all my games today that I have played today.
Nice. I hope that one of them was at least in our little arena. So let's see, the time clocks fell behind. I'm trying to decide whether or not in Europe it is an hour later or an hour earlier. I think the weekday streams are unaffected by the time reversal. But this one may be affected by as much as 2 hours. He is working out how to completely annihilate me, and he should know the way. There's nothing I can do here. He has bishop h6 as well. Not the end of it all. Let's just say I play king to g8. Oh, maybe he doesn't have king. Maybe he doesn't have it. Maybe, just maybe, I can survive a little bit. No, he has knight g7, bishop h6, knight e6, winning my queen. Oh, he went for it that way. Egads. Yeah, fair enough. He got me. Chess Vitae World is good. This is both our third game. I know that Ali Reza GM is going to thrive in this atmosphere because he is going to clean up. Where's Charles Numero Uno? Oh no, he lost to Pillsbury in that game. That's unfortunate. He ultimately did fall for the mate. He could not save his king on that side of the board. But he did draw with Ali Reza GM. He slowed Ali Reza down a little bit. That's valuable.
Said. Hi.
Good morning. Yeah, the arena's reward resigning. I don't know why I didn't resign a minute earlier.
Long time to see you.
Is it the arena that drew you back? Were you just avoiding the Swisses, or were you... It has been a long time. Welcome back. Chess Vide World has been around for a long time. Years, in fact, I believe. We're definitely going to be doing this training on weekends for a fixed period of time. This also allows me to arrange lessons immediately afterwards, if needed. At the moment, I failed to message and or confirm.
Polgar said, no, I decided to play on Chesscom for a bit.
We're going to get 17 Frenches in. Alright, so the moment of truth. Let's see, we're going to leave the bishop on e7 back.
Said, Hoberg, you cannot be trusted anymore. You joined the chess mafia.
He did join the chess mafia. Should we go with the really age-old theory? With the piece sacrifice and everything? And now for something completely different. Let's see how much theory we know here. Do I need bishop c5? I don't know. This seems a little awry for some reason. I'm not entirely sure how it's awry, but it does seem awry. Like my bishop is not on c5, so there's no b4 forking me. And now... Well, let's see, did we take a free pawn out of the deal? We seem to have a free pawn out of this deal.
Dragon Burst said, might experiment today with new openings.
Let's make sure that we don't have any funny business here.
Hoberg said, LOL, not really, just wanted to give my Chesscom rapid rating a boost.
That's not a bad idea at all. So if the bishop takes... Is this exchange going to help me or hurt me? Yeah, it is time. We do need to get that in.
Pandakis Damel said, "Hello sir, big fan of your work." Pandakis
Thank you
Damel,
so much.
thanks for following.
And now,
Dragon Burst said, "OMG, I stole someone. His rating in the arena Pillsbury was not online in our game."
oh no, he got paired. That is pretty cool. So what am I accomplishing here? Let's just activate. And now for something completely indifferent. The bishop is still pinned. Somehow we have the good knight versus the bad bishop, and we're 3 pawns up.
Hoberg said, "I did an analysis of today's games on stream. If you guys want, go through the games."
Alright, he has shifted gears a little bit. E3? How many pawns do I need? E3 rook takes. Let's just shift gears a little bit. Just a little shuffle to see what he wishes to do. I probably could have thrown in the check first. And now for something completely different.
Hoberg, said. Sorry Master Chess Dojo, I know this is your channel.
It is. Do not hurry. That is the question. That is the key. I definitely should have thrown in queen to d4 check on the previous instance. But we need to shut down the open files. And now for something completely irrelevant. I know what he's after. I just need to make sure he doesn't get there from here. Queen to b2 is out of the question. Queen to d2 should be out of the question. Queen to e1. All right, moment of truth here. Let's just keep bothering him. I know how much he's going to enjoy the trading of queens. Am I losing a pawn? Possibly. Just have to watch out for rook f4. Got to make sure this bishop is on a nice passive square. Really? And now rook takes g2. Queen takes g2. It was also what I was sort of planning on a rook f4. And now for something completely indifferent? Let's just get everything moving. If he gets out of this one like he did Pillsbury, I'll be very impressed. Mm-hmm. Still very impressed. The bishop is still bad after all this time.
Hoberg,
Let's see, here a check, there a
said,
check, everywhere a check, check.
Is this a Swiss?
It is a Swiss, interestingly enough. Where do you plan on going, sir? Now this diagonal has been locked down a little bit. We have another one where that came from. Woo. Escaping Charles numero uno. So there is something funny that was going on in that particular instance. Let's make sure that this pops up, so that means we're not playing a game. So as black, I do need 9 of these to get up to 490, maybe 18 of these. Not entirely positive. All right, now back to the Masters database. I've only played Queen to B6 once. This line is not that bad. Twice now. So the Queen to B6 line. Knight A4, Queen A5, C3. And then for black, it's C takes D4, B4. And I'm supposed to play knight takes b4 rather than bishop takes b4, no? Ah, but he played knight takes d4 instead. That's where that went wrong. He played knight takes d4. And now I'm good. So the piece sacrifice line begins here. Then it's knight takes b4, c takes b4, bishop takes b4, bishop d2, knight d2, and castles. And this is the line that I was planning on playing for black. White is slightly better. I believe that it's not really a full pawn better because black has a lot of play with all these pawns. And this knight is completely out of whack. It has to reroute itself back to b2. He loses quite a bit of time. Alright, so we have figured it out. We have 5 games currently going. Dragon Burst is playing Charles numero uno. How much of that can be seen? Let's take a look. If I hover over Dragon Burst, the whole game cannot be seen. Take a quick peek. Dragon Burst has gotten control of the d5 square. He can choose to castle and force more. He has to take care of this pawn. So it seems as though either rook to g1 or g5 are necessary. Castle and queenside. Knight to d5, rook to g1, perfectly acceptable. The knight could be going to e4, h5, castle and queenside. Black is nowhere near preparing the move. Where did this come from? Dragon... So e5 is a little bit of a mistake, in my opinion. Giving up control of this square. We'll see how that goes later. Somehow we made it up to number 5. Can't believe we made it up to number 5. So Dragon Burst, we can now see the game online. It's the top game. Unless we get a game. Let's see, we need one more d4. Just to round those out. I'm going to save those moves for only the best opponents. So do we wish to play Queen c2 or not on g to e2? Not on g to e2 is more to the point. This is the question. Bishop f4, knight h5, bishop e5, knight on b to d7. Let's just go with simplicity. And now we'll go with the bum rush in the center. This pawn is under attack. Maybe the rook belongs on d1. Maybe the queen belongs on d2. Maybe the bishop belongs on f2. We have to call this as we see it. This is where coaching helps. Coaching would tell you, with the Grandmaster's vast knowledge and experience of analyzing with other Grandmasters, whether or not f7 is truly a weak square, whether or not these light squares are really that weak, and how to take advantage of them. Etc. Etc. So on and so on. Basically, white is better, but how much better remains to be seen. This bishop, this queen, and this rook are the problem pieces at the moment. That bishop not so much, but if he doesn't get this rook into the game, it also creates a different kind of an issue. Which means that his move is forced in this position. Despite his knight being misplaced. This maneuver with knight c7, knight e6 did not help him out. Now we can expand. Yes, this is a problem. Rook f3 was also a possibility, but he had knight g5, and things get a little sticky there. But his pieces are still not coordinated, thankfully. Yes. Queen f5, knight g5, rook f4, knight e3. It's true. He has managed to dodge, whoops, one very important thing. Mm-hmm. Oh, I see. He's got that. That's a bummer. Isolated e-pawn. Hopefully he'll take it off the
Dragon
board.
Burst said, "Good game, Charles. That rook blunder was so sad as you were doing so well."
And now for something incredibly different and difficult. Am I getting there from here? Knight takes. And now, is he taking my bishop? Really? Can I make his knights redundant? I don't want him taking my rook with check. So therefore, perhaps it's time to get behind this routine over here of pushing my pawn, pinpointing that pawn on b7 as a weakness. So a 7-round Swiss would take about 90 minutes. Let's just keep it up. And now, is my knight getting trapped? That is the question. Check, check. Bishop c6. Bishop b3. Rook b4. We'll have to see how and where it goes from here. Knight to d5, bishop to c4. h3, f5. Those two knights, as redundant as they are very annoying. Did I miss my chance? I guess you could just take twice. That's the problem. This knight was covering. If we can get all of the pawns on one side of the board, we'll be in business. Yes. Where are you headed, and what does it all mean? So all of the pawns are on the same side of the board. And he seems to be doing quite well. Chess. Oh, we don't get a counterattack, unfortunately. Yes, we'll leave him with a rook pawn, if possible. How did I lose a pawn? Oh, I sacked a pawn. And now? Just to prevent any funny business. He's far away from me. Do I wish to cover that? I don't have a choice, do I? He is threatening me. Mm-hmm. And now? Is it Sook? It looks like Sook. Oh no, it's not Sook. He got me. C'est la vie. Still a net game. Still a positive net game to the day. If I get one more game. Charles numero uno has dropped off. Oh well, c'est la vie. All in all, a relatively good day. 1950, Han is playing. He is no longer present. Yevgeny, all right. Against d4, we're playing e6. Mm-hmm. This could help us. Yes. only the queen weren't on d1, we might have a couple of tactics in here involving h2. But we'll see. Creating positions in which our opponent has very little experience. I don't really want to do that, do I? Let's see what he's willing to do. Wow. For him to give all of that up. Two pawn breaks. Yes, that pawn is going away. This rook is coming across. We have a bad bishop because he's managed to place his pawns on the squares. Yes. So is he recapturing with the queen, or is he not? Told us once, but we honestly forgot. Do I dare allow him to get a good knight in this position? Mm-hmm. Well, let's see, g5, e5. Where's he headed? We'll need to improve our king a little bit. Interesting. Needing to improve our king just a little bit. What in the world? So this discovery where does he go with his knight? Knight g3? We don't really want his knight going to g3. Knight c3? That's no good.
Chessvid World said, TMT done.
Yeah, the tournament is done. It is unfortunate. So now what does he have here? He's getting one pawn back for what it is worth.
Dragon Burst said, well done Chessvid World. Chessvid World said, Dragon Burst 99 TQ.
So we just have to be very, very leery of the weakness of our back rank, should he get into that mode. F4, F3. What? For a net gain of like 5 rating points today? Yes, I know. It was pretty tough. This is the only move that I could see.
Dragon Burst.
But he did have rook on c to c1.
Chessvid World, I was so happy about my move b5, really thought it was strong, but did not see your knight has a great outpost.
Woo! All in all, a much shorter arena than most. Great work, everyone. Please check out the YouTube channel and subscribe if you are here. We are going to raid Bruges. I hope you enjoy her stream. She is quite a lovely young streamer. She is sponsored by Chess Mode, and in this particular instance, there were a lot of difficult moments here. So if rook to c4, check, and check was going to win the
World.
rook, right?
Dragon Burst 99. It was nice, but position was collapsed from opening.
And we got our pomp and circumstance. And I at least stayed on the same first page,
Dragon
despite
Burst
a small gain in rating
said,
points.
Bro, lol, I am playing random openings to try to get better.
That is the way to do it. Make yourself think. Make yourself look at the position for the very first time. That is really, really key. Let's roll the ending credits, everyone. Chessfit World.
Dragon Burst 99. I'm good.
Nice to meet you again. Great to see you again. We're going to be doing this every weekend at 8 a.m. New York City time. Next weekend on Sunday
Dragon
morning,
Burst
the time falls back.
Said,
I haven't decided
thanks
what we're
for the
doing
stream.
then.
Goodbye all.